Welcome to day 3 of our free trading and investing masterclass. I am your host. My name is Neno Torres, and I am 29 years young, born and raised in New York City, but I currently live in Miami. Right now, I am currently in Phoenix, Arizona. We just finished up our national convention. We had over 1,000 plus people who came out from all walks of life to get educated on what it is that we're doing. We have a huge movement happening right now all over the United States and all over the world. And people are just excited. We had over 1,000 people in a room learning. And, right now I'm staying at an Airbnb with the top producers and the top investors here within our organization. And I'm blessed, fam. So, I've been doing this business now for 6.5 years. I've been a part of this since 2017. Before I got started with this, though, guys, I was a baseball player. I went to school, I got my degree, I graduated from a school in New York called St. John's University. It's a Division I school. I played baseball there. The dream for me growing up in a Dominican background was, hey, I want to become a professional baseball player. I want to retire my mom and dad. I want to be able to buy them a house in the Dominican Republic and live a life of financial abundance and freedom, right? Put a 2 in the chat box if you have big dreams as well, right? If you have big dreams of one day being able to help your family, one day being able to, travel the world, being able to provide a better future for your kids, and traveling the world, and, buying nice things and being able to give back to communities. Like, these are all things that we all want. And for me growing up, my way of doing that was through baseball. Now, unfortunately, at the end of my senior year in college, I hurt my shoulder. And my chances of going pro got taken away from me. And it put me in the toughest position I had ever been in my life, because now I didn't know what was next. I want you guys to think about this. Imagine going after something for over 15 years of your life and being this close to accomplishing it. And then because you have an injury in your shoulder, now your chances of going pro, now the vehicle that was going to help you help your family, the vehicle that was going to help you help your community, the vehicle that was going to give you purpose and was going to help you to allow you to live your dreams, was now taken away from me. It was like the vehicle had crashed and there was no way of fixing it. And that was heartbreaking for me, because I had people counting on me. I had my mom counting on me. I had my father, my little brother, my community, my friends, my teammates, my coaches. Like, I had so many people counting on us to make this happen. And now it was gone. And I was heartbroken. I was destroyed. I was lost. I was confused. I didn't know what was next. And even though I had graduated from college and I got my bachelor's in sports management, it was like, Neno, just because you have a degree doesn't guarantee that you get a good job after. And that is the truth. Even though I graduated from one of the top private schools in New York City, I wasn't getting interviews. I wasn't getting called up. I tried. I promise you, I tried for months. I couldn't find anything. And because I didn't have no experience at the time, I was just hanging out at my mom's house, lost, no job, waking up at noon, hanging out with the boys on the block, drinking on the weekends, staying up late, smoking weed, just completely lost in life, no purpose, no direction. And a friend of mine introduced me to this business. He invited me on a call just like this one. Okay, a call where an individual was willing to share his wisdom with us on how he became successful, on how he was able to build a successful international business. And they invited me on a call just like this one. That's why I do these calls. That's why on a Saturday night, I'm on this call right now, sharing this information with you guys, doing this free masterclass, because had someone not did what I'm doing for you guys here tonight for me, who knows where I would be? Who knows what my life would have turned out? Who knows if I would still be on the block with the rest of my friends? But instead, I'm here teaching you guys from a place of experience, right? I've made multiple 6 figures with cryptocurrency. I've traveled the world to over 26 different countries teaching this information. Okay, I'm a mindset coach for this company. I've built a successful e-commerce brand, successful trader. All right. I have a podcast that's ranked 65 in the United States and 50 in business in Europe. Now, I'm not saying that to impress you guys or anything like that, but just to tell you guys, like, yo, I was on a call like this one. I jumped on a call like this, living at my parents' house, broke, no money in the bank. And look, a couple years later, I'm here now doing the presentation. When they say tables turn for me, right? I was on the other side watching the presentation, looking for an opportunity to change my life. And a couple years later, the tables turned, and now I'm the one sharing the presentation, to help people that want to get out of their situation, who want to better their situation, who want to learn how to make an extra stream of income. Now I'm the one doing it. So I want to help you guys win. And I want you guys to know that my intention here today is not to sell you guys on anything. I want to share with you guys what has helped me and what has helped thousands of students from all around the world go from being full-time employees to full-time digital entrepreneurs. I have mothers who were full-time mothers who are now full-time digital entrepreneurs, making money from home and traveling the world, and have all their kids in private schools, eating the best foods. Like, I've seen this happen. I've seen people go from being full-time students to becoming full-time traders and investors. Right? We've created so much success stories. We have over 1,500 people, okay, in over 15 different countries currently right now in our community called Digital Dynasty. Digital Dynasty is a community of people that are learning and mastering the skills of making money online, okay? That's all we are. So if you are here on this call today, you were invited by someone in the Digital Dynasty community, which is a community of people that are learning and mastering the skills of making money online, whether it comes to trading in the financial markets, investing into cryptocurrency, building e-com stores so you can buy and sell products online, monetizing social media, traveling for a discount, developing your mindset to become the best version of yourself, investing into long-term stock options. Like, we really do this, we really help people, and this community wouldn't have grown to over 1,500 people if we weren't actually helping people, if we weren't actually helping people become better versions of themselves. So my goal here today is to guide you guys and show you guys how we did this, how we helped people, how we build a community that's being spoken around all around the world. And I'm extremely blessed and very grateful for it all. Okay, now let's talk about what I'm here to talk about today. Now, from this point moving forward, I want you guys to start taking notes. Okay, I want you guys to start taking notes from this point moving forward, because I'm going to teach you guys a lot of amazing things right now that you guys are going to want to learn, and that I think is going to be very, very key for you guys to, take notes on and just put yourself in a position to win, right? So a couple things, okay? I want to first start off with how to research crypto, okay? Because I think the most important thing, and I'm going to bring up my notepad here, when it comes to this free masterclass, I want to talk about a couple of things today, okay? So a couple of things I'm going to talk about here today, all right? Let's talk about this. Let me make sure all annotations are removed so nobody can share anything. Here we go. All right, there we go. Okay, so today for our trading and investing masterclass, okay, let's talk about this. So our goal here is to really guide everybody on learning the power of trading and investing, okay? I want everybody here to take what I'm about to tell you guys very, very serious, okay? Trading in the financial markets is a very powerful skill. It is a skill that will allow you to take an hour or two out of your days, okay, to trade in the financial markets. Now, what are the financial markets? Let me give you guys some examples of what are some of the financial markets that we are involved in, okay? And these are some that you guys have probably heard about. The first one is called the Forex markets, okay? Forex is short for foreign exchange. That's all it is. All right, these are the markets that we trade in. All right, so if you take the first three letters in foreign and you take the first two letters in exchange, you get Forex. That's where the name Forex comes from. It's foreign exchange. Now, what is foreign exchange? Okay, foreign exchange by definition is the exchange of one currency for another currency. So let me give you an example. If you've ever traveled to another country, okay, you have to exchange your country's currency for that country's currency in order for you to buy goods and services in that specific country. One of my favorite places in the world is Spain. Okay, every time I go to Spain, I have to exchange my US dollar for the euro. The moment I participate in that exchange, that's what's called foreign exchange. Foreign exchange is not a company. People think, oh, Forex is a company. No, no, no. Forex is not the company. Forex is is the financial markets. This is where all the big banks like the JP Morgans, the Bank of Americas, the Cities, this is where all the big financial hedge funds and everybody, this is where they make their money, in the financial markets. This has been around before any of us were born. Okay, this is how banks have always made their money. This is how big financial large groups have always made their money, is in the markets, guys. Okay, this is what I need you guys to understand. So this is not something that a lot of people know about. You know why? Because only certain people have access to this information. Okay, back then you couldn't trade in the financial markets unless you had big money. But because technology has advanced and now we have, devices, okay, that we're able to trade right from our phone, now it's available for the average person to start trading. This didn't become a thing till a couple of years ago. I'm talking about less than a decade ago. Think about when iPhones came out. We weren't trading Forex on Blackberries and on Sidekicks. We started trading Forex once the iPhone came out and once the technology started to get advanced. So we're helping people trade in the financial markets because the Forex markets are open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. So from Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern time till Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern time, the financial markets are open. And this is a $7 trillion market on a day-to-day basis. That means $7 trillion are exchanged in this market each and every single day that it is open. We're talking about the world's economy, all the euros, all the pounds, all the Japanese yen, all of these things. Imagine all the money in the world in this bubble, and every day it's available for the taking. Every day you can make a small piece. I don't want $7 trillion, right? What if you could just make an extra $100 a day, right? Put a 1 in the chat box if you would be okay with an extra $100 a day right now. If an extra $100 a day will help your situation right now. If we can teach you guys how to make an extra $100 a day in the financial markets, is that something that you would want to learn how to do, right? This is what we're doing for people, guys. We're teaching people how to trade in the financial markets, how to learn simple strategies to help you make money, right? And then on top of that, one of my favorite markets is the crypto markets, right? The cryptocurrency market. Now, very similar to, right, foreign exchange, just like just like there's a US dollar, just like there's a euro, just like there's a Great Britain pound. This is physical money. Now, because we're going into a digital world, now we have digital money. Okay, now we have Bitcoin. Now we have Ethereum. Now we have Solana. Now we have BNB. Now we have digital money. Okay, and that's what cryptocurrency is, and it's here to stay. You see, these cryptocurrencies back then, guys, when I got started in this, remember, I got started in this back in 2017. Back then, when you talked about Forex and crypto, people thought that you were a scammer. Like, people would be like, wait. What is that? People would, eyebrows go up because it's something that is new to people. People didn't know what Forex was. People didn't know what cryptocurrency was. And yeah, people, you still hear it. You still hear it to this day. But let me tell you guys why you hear the things about scams. The reason why you hear that it is a scam, the truth is this, okay, is that the same way there's good people like me out there, there's also bad people like me, right? And you got to understand that there's people that are out there that are doing things like, hey, send me $500. I'm going to flip it in the markets for you and give you $2,000. You send them the 500, they run off with your money. Same thing with crypto. There's a lot of scams out there that if you fall for them, you can lose your money if you don't know what you're doing. So like I said, there's good people out there like me, but then there's also bad people out there that rather do this to steal people's money. So that's why you got to get educated, because the people that lose money and the people that have had the bad experiences, that have got scammed, is because of lack of education. Had they been educated, they will never get scammed. How come I've never been scammed? Because I'm educated. Because I know that that's not possible. And because I understand that it's more of a process than it is a get rich quick scheme. I'm never going to send somebody $1,000 so they could flip it to 10K like people be out there doing. I tell people the truth. Hey, this is a conservative process. This is something that's going to take time. So this is why you hear so many sometimes of some of the negative, press around Forex and crypto. It's not because of Forex, the markets itself, or the cryptocurrency markets itself. It's because of the people that have used it as a way to do bad things to other people. Okay. But it's not because the markets are bad. If you get educated, you learn the skill sets, you will make money from these markets like I have and like others in my team have, hundreds and thousands of others have. So right now within my team, this is our goal right here. Okay, let me bring up a blank page so you guys can understand. This is what I've been teaching my team all year. Okay, because I want my team to win. Okay, so this is what I've been teaching all year to them. Okay, I said, okay, family, what we need to do is we need to trade. Okay, let's make money on a day-to-day basis and let's start trading first, right? Then after we start trading, the next thing I want us to do is I want us to start investing now. So the next thing we do is we take that money now and we invest. Okay, so look at this now. So this is what's going on here. Every day we're trading. Okay, every day we take some time and we trade. Now, when we trade, there's usually something that comes out of it. We make what's called a profit. Okay, when you're trading on a day-to-day basis, let's say you're making an extra $100 a day. Let's use the example of the other day. And let's say you're trading 4 days a week. $100 a day, 4 days a week, let's say as an example, you're making $400 extra a week trading. Now, let's say you're like, you know what, Nano, I can use this money to invest and I could also use this money to pay off some bills. Let's say you were to take 30% of that $400 and you're like, you know what, every time I withdraw from the markets, I'm going to take 30% and I'm going to invest it. So let's say $400. Let's see, what's 30% of $400? $120. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this $120, all right, and I'm going to invest it. I'm going to invest it into cryptocurrency so that now every time I get paid, I have money put aside in a place where it's going to grow in percentage. Not where if I put $120 in the bank and I look there in a month, in 2 months, and it's still 120. Right? I want to put my money in a place where I'm educated and I know, hey, if I get in right now, my money's going to grow. And if I want to take it out at any time, I can. Right? That's the beauty of this. So this is what I started to think. I'm like, Nano, on my whole life, I've been doing it wrong. I've been putting money in the bank instead of putting my money to work for me. Put a 1 in the chat box if you ever read the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, or if you ever heard of the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, right? Probably all of us have read the book, right? And what does he say in the book? He says the rich don't work for money. The money works for them. Now, real quick, guys, put a 2 in the chat box if you want to be rich and wealthy. Okay, if you want to be rich and wealthy, put a 2 in the chat box, right? Because this is what it's about, right? So if we want to be rich and wealthy, and in the book, Robert Kiyosaki says, one of the largest financial experts of the world says, the rich don't work for money. They have their money work for them. So I said, yo, moving forward, I got to make sure that everybody that joins my business, that I teach them how to trade, to invest, so that now the money that you made, now that money is working for you, which means that without you dedicating effort, you're making a profit out of it. And that's the reason why we've been able to help so many people. Now, how did we do that? How are we trading? How are we doing these things? Well, let me show you guys something here. You see, there's this website that we've been teaching people about because there's so many cryptocurrencies out there. And a lot of people always want to know, like, yo, Nano, how do I know what coins to get into? How do I get educated on it, right? There's something called Dior. 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 Do your own research, right? And whenever you see a cryptocurrency on Instagram, whenever you see it on Twitter, whenever you see somebody talking about something, or somebody recommends you a coin and like, hey, bro, hey, yo, I think you should buy this coin. Everybody's talking about it. You know what you always think about? Yo, Nano told me Dior. Do my own research. Now, where do you do your own research? Let's talk about it. There's a website called CoinGecko. Okay, as you guys can see right here, CoinGecko. All right, this is the #1 platform when it comes to doing your own research for cryptocurrencies or just anything in the Web3 space. Please take notes because what I'm about to go over with you guys is very powerful. Now, right here, you can always come in and check what's going on within the crypto markets. As you can see right here, it tells you what's trending right now. It tells you what are the largest gainers, Wow, look at Pepe is taking off. But look, you can see all the cryptocurrencies right here. As you can see right now, as a matter of fact, right now it's a good time to get some good entries on some of these cryptocurrencies because a lot of these cryptocurrencies are down. Okay, great entries. As you can see, we see a lot of red, right? When you see red, these are opportunities to buy. These are opportunities to get back in the market. Okay, so it's one exactly like Alan said in the chat. You know, you're grabbing it for a discount. You know, you're getting it for a discount. So this is a great time for this call. Now, as you guys can see, Bitcoin right now is currently sitting at $63,956. Now, I'm gonna start with this specific coin right here, really quick. Okay, a lot of people hear about Bitcoin, right? A lot of people hear these things, but do you really know what Bitcoin is? Do you truly understand what it is? Well, luckily for you guys, we have an educational platform. You know, we have an educational platform that's going to walk you through step by step what Bitcoin is. You see, this is how I learned. A lot of people ask me, how do you know about Bitcoin? Well, let me show you where I got it. Because you see, the thing here between this call is I want to give you the resources. I want to show you where I got this information from, right? I want to show you where it all came from because these things are happening for us right here. You can learn all about here. Right here, you can learn about what the market cap is, which is how much total money is in crypto right now. You can see the total supply for it. You know, I know a lot of you guys been hearing a lot about the halving, the Bitcoin halving, something that's going to be happening on 4/20, 7 days from today. Okay, if I'm not mistaken. All right. You see how it says the total supply for Bitcoin is 21 million? Well, currently, right now, we have about 19 million and a half Bitcoins in circulation. So what the Bitcoin halving is in the next week, the remaining, let's call it 2 million Bitcoin or the remaining 1.5 million Bitcoin that are missing, okay, are going to finally be released, which means all 21 million, the whole supply of Bitcoin will finally be in circulation, which means now it's first come, first serve. That's it. The whole supply of it is going to be out, which means the demand for it is going to increase incredibly because that's it. It's the last bit of it. There's no more Bitcoin. There will never be no more than 21 million Bitcoin ever created. Okay. Now, let me see here right here. I'm trying to get locked in. Let me log in real fast. 1 second, familia, right here. I'm having a little technical difficulty. So what I always tell people is like, yo, these are things you want to be educated on. Like, think about it. How many people you know that see this each and every single day, but they're still not educated on what a Bitcoin actually is? They don't really know what an Ethereum actually is. They don't know what the blockchain actually is. And what I've always told people is that, yo, it's important to get educated. So what did I do? I got educated. I came over here and I invested into education, right? You know, I'm a part of this amazing, I partnered up with the #1 crypto educational platform in the world, okay? And we started getting educated. And right here, they have a whole course dedicated to it, right? Teaching you everything about what are cryptocurrencies? What is a blockchain? What is Bitcoin? What is Ethereum? What is all of these things? And look, I can come right here, just play it for you guys really fast and play it for about a minute or two, just so you guys can kind of have an idea of what Bitcoin actually is. Pay attention to this. This is going to be great information for a couple of minutes. Remember, this is the masterclass. I want you guys to take notes on this.
Open source software to transfer money over the internet of a problem called the double spend problem. So let's kick it off. What is Bitcoin? The first successful decentralized peer-to-peer payment network. Bitcoin is an open source software to transfer money over the internet. Created in 2008 by the anonymous programmer of Satoshi Nakamoto. The system is ran by a decentralized network of computers around the world. Bitcoin is a unique currency because it does not need a middleman, bank, government, or company to perform, therefore has no restrictions. Let's look at Bitcoin and let's understand all of its tokenomics.
Look at what's funny, guys. When he did this video, Bitcoin was at 26,000. Today, we just saw it at 63,000, about 63, 64. So almost triple the price in a way. Nah, not triple, probably like 2.5 of the price. So just think about that.
And why it's so powerful as a currency. One Bitcoin currently in today's value is $26,000. The supply of Bitcoin is limited at 21 million. We were to compare this to any fiat currency from the dollar to the euro, Bitcoin is so powerful because there is not a central authority or person in power that could change or create more Bitcoin. Currently, there are 19 million Bitcoin minted and in circulation. One Bitcoin can be divided into 100 million pieces called Satoshis. Think of them as the denominator. As we have dollars, we also have cents. We have Bitcoin and we have Satoshis. A Bitcoin can be broken down to 8 decimals. For example, here you'll have the figure, and that is considered 1 Satoshi.
Now, just to keep it simple, I don't want to sit there and bore you guys and have you guys in here all day, but I sat there and I got educated. And I'm like, wait, this makes all the sense in the world. I sat there and I'm like, yo, the most important thing I could do is get myself educated, learn these strategies, learn these techniques, put myself in a way where I can learn. And that's what I did. And I started to learn what crypto was. I started to learn what Bitcoin was. And not only did I learn about these things, but I got myself educated on everything in the space as well, like Ethereum, like BNB, Solana, which was one of my favorite projects right now that has made me so much money in the last 2 years, guys. Like, these are the things I started to educate myself on. Now, before I get back to how you can make money here, right? One email I want all of you guys to download if you plan on getting into, the crypto space. I want all of you guys to go download the email called Proton Mail. Okay, this is an encrypted email service based out of Switzerland. Okay, where it's going to be able to protect your conversations. It's going to be able to protect everything that is sent to your email. No one can sell off your emails, nothing. And the reason why this is so important, because you're going into a space that a lot of hacks happen, that if you are not educated, if you're still using, your Hotmail or your Gmail or any of these emails that could potentially get hacked and that could potentially get taking advantage of, where you have a lot of your information being sent to you, login information, and they take your keys, and you don't want to risk that. So if you're going to be in the crypto space, if you're going to start creating wallets and you're going to be involved in this, okay, you're going to need an email. And a lot of these things are very important. So having a Proton Mail is very key. Okay, so this is one of the things you want to have downloaded. It's called a Proton Mail. This is going to keep you safe. This is going to protect your information, your conversations. It's going to protect your keys. It's going to protect everything. Okay, and you can come in here, like I said, Dior, do your own research. Okay, you can block email trackers, ad-free, highest standards on privacy. It's just the key, man. And you want to make sure that this is the key for you, so you can make sure that you're safe, especially in this space. This is part of being educated, okay? Another thing I want to make sure that you guys are aware of is how to protect yourself from having your money and your crypto on your phone. All right. Something a lot of people don't know is this, okay? If you have crypto on Coinbase, on Robinhood, on any of those exchanges that are on your phone, it's not your crypto. It's not your crypto until you transfer it out of the exchange into a cold wallet. They're called ledgers. Okay, so listen to me very closely, unless you have your crypto in one of these devices right here that we see, okay, you don't really own your crypto. Coinbase still owns your crypto, because look at what happened to all the people that were involved with FTX. Remember the FTX guy, the owner of the platform FTX? The whole thing went down, and guess what? People lost hundreds and hundreds of millions and billions of dollars because they had their money in exchanges. Okay, and who knows, maybe they'll be able to get some of that money back. Some of them probably will never be able to get it back because they had their money in exchanges. Only people that took their money out of the exchanges and they have the money in their ledgers are safe. Now, Nano, you're probably like wondering, well, Nano, what if I lose my ledger? You're okay, because you get keys, right? You get keys. Is a 12-word phrase, 12 words, a phrase. And basically that key is basically the combination to your ledger. So if you lose your ledger, let's say for whatever reason, all you have to do is know your keys. As long as you know your keys, you can enter the information in another ledger, and it'll bring up your wallet. Okay. You want to make sure that you have your private keys. And in reality, that's something that you don't share with anybody. You only share that with people that you really trust. And even then, it's risky. That small inner circle, maybe your mom, wife, husband, but that's it. And this is important. So all of you guys, something you got to come in here is just, and when you guys are getting into this crypto space, you want to get on this. You want to come in here. I have this one right here. I have the Nano X. This is the one I have. I actually have not seen this one. I guess this one, is just more, but this is the one I got. I paid 150 for mine. Like I said, you don't got to worry about that now. But when you get started and when you say, you know what, Nano, I want to invest, I want to become big at this, this is how I did it. I did it by doing this. And then some of you guys are probably wondering, well, Nano, how did you know all of this? Well, guys, I'm a part of an educational platform. You see, I partnered with the #1 digital educational platform called I Am Mastery Academy, guys. I Am Mastery Academy is basically offering me all this information because I am a part of their platform. Think about it. If you're someone who's on this call, you don't know nothing about crypto. You don't know nothing about trading, nothing. You can come in here and we have a course for Forex. We have a course for stocks and crypto. We have a course for e-commerce that's going to educate you, that's going to guide you, that's going to tell you all the basics, all the intermediate, all the advanced, right? Now, you want to take it a step further, you go to step 2 to our system, because you see our system is 1, 2, 3. You want to learn about crypto, you want to learn about investing. How do you do that? You find mentorship. You invest into people that have the results that you want, people that have it. So guess what did I do? I have access to these educators, right? And I would come on these calls and I would get myself educated on these calls. Think about it. Look at this. One of my favorite educators of all time, my sis Corinne. Corinne is one of our top female educators here within the platform, absolutely killing it. And anybody that joins our platform, you want to start learning about crypto, guess what? Boom, you come in here and you start watching her videos. You start going through her boot camp. The World of Crypto, #1. Step 2, the fast start taking swipe coin trades now, set up demo account. So think about it. Within your first week, you're already taking trades, right? Day 3, crypto fast start, wallets, exchanges, ownership, security. Now she's teaching you how to set up your wallets, your exchanges, everything. And then on top of that, she's also going to show you how to use one of our simple strategies called the swipe coin scalper. So within the first week, you are already set up to win. You got your wallet set up. You got your trading account set up. You have everything set up. Then you finish those 4 videos. Guess what? Now we follow the next 4 videos. This is how you get started trading, right? The beginner videos is just setting you up. There's no money being made here. This is just setup, beginner stuff, wallets, trading accounts, this, that, blah, blah. Now we're going to get into trading, right? Now you need to understand the pips, the leverage, the contract sizes, all of that stuff. Then risk management, risk and reward, all of this stuff, trading plans, limiting beliefs, how to overcome that. Then you're trading. So think about it, by week 2, you're already trading. And then guess what? By week 3, we're building your portfolio. We're portfolio creating, using all of these things to help you understand how to set up stable coins, portfolio expanding, storage, all of it. You start to sit there and within 3 weeks, think about it. Within 3 weeks, you learned how to trade, you learned how to invest, and now you're trading to invest within your first 30 days of getting started, which means today is April 13th. By May 13th, you're already going to have a portfolio set up. You're already going to have a trading account where you're going to be taking trades on a day-to-day basis, and you're going to be a part of an amazing community that's going to be helping you grow and elevate. Think about it. That's the beauty of what we have going on here, guys. The only reason I'm successful today is because I followed these people. I'm not successful today because I'm better than anybody or because I went to school or because I'm from Dominican Republic. Nothing. Guys, all I did was educate myself. That's all I did. I educated myself. I jumped on these sessions. I studied these videos. I said, you know what? I'm going to go through it. You want to learn how to trade, guys? Look at this. We're on calls day to day, trading with our educators. One of my favorite educators, his name is Jay Awal. Okay, he is the co-founder of Digital Dynasty. And guess what? Look, this is his most recent session. All right, let me just show you guys how his sessions flow. And we're on these sessions in the morning. We're on the sessions in the morning, and just quickly listen to this.
Really, that 3 p.m. marked that entire reversal. For the whole next hour, the market went down, which is pretty interesting. So gold played out nicely. We have Euro USD gave a nice pullback after making that previous high. We see a higher high that has just been painted. This is a new structure, break of structure out of this area where this red line is here, okay? So the market was in a downtrend, and once we broke up above it, essentially this candle right here gave us that confirmation that, hey, we're in an uptrend now. We're looking for buys. We're no longer looking for sells, okay? Now, what's
So imagine jumping on a call. Remember, we're on these calls in the mornings with Mr. AWOL. So imagine jumping on a call with an educator that's telling you when to get in, when to get out, when to buy, when to sell in the markets, so that you can make the money, like I said, and then you can take the money that you make trading on a day-to-day basis, trading the euro and the US dollar like he is, and then taking your profits. And then, guys, what are we going to do with our profits? Let's see who's been, let's see who has been taking notes. What are we doing with our profits? Okay. Type it in the chat box for me. I want to see, what are we doing with our profits? We're going to invest it, family. We're going to invest it back into these cryptos, back into this, so that we can continue to have our money working for us. That's the name of the game. So we have these educators walking us through step by step how to do this. So that's step 2. Withdraw, invest 30%. There you go. Right? We have these educators walking us through step by step. Now, Nano, what do we invest into though, bro? You know, how do we know what to invest into? I'm glad you asked. Okay. I am so happy you asked, actually, because we have an app, actually. It's called My Swipe Coin. And this app, what it does is it has the top educators in our company that sit at home and look for setup ideas, right? Setup ideas. And what they do is they sit at home. Remember, these are educators. These are people that get paid to do this, that are proven educators who have built 6-7-figure portfolios with trading and investing. So it's not just your friend down the block that is investing off a coin that he saw on Twitter. We're talking about true educated people that have years in this, who were buying Bitcoin before Bitcoin was even $1,000. Okay, and you can download this app in the App Store right now. So for example, here we have one of our most recent exchange ideas. This was called out yesterday, Friday, April 12th, by my brother, Nick Gomez. Okay, and if you can see right here, he sent out this trade. He sent us all the details. Let us know when to get in, when to get out, what are we doing, and so on and so forth. Okay, very easy, very simple. He called out a trade at about $59, okay, for a buy opportunity. Okay, now it's very important that we see the value in that. Okay, we got to see the value in that because we got people sending us these notifications right to our phone, right to our phone. They're being sent out to us. And that's what we want people to see. We want people to see the value. Oops. We want people to see the value in the platform. Now, look, the reason why I say that is I say this, right? Not only do we do leverage ideas are trading ideas. Then we also do exchange ideas where we're telling people when to buy and sell in the markets. Now, I want to give you guys one of my biggest testimonials, right? About a year and a half ago, I was told to buy this project called Solana. Okay, at the time, Solana, all right, was a project that was only worth about $15 to $20. Okay, so I was told to buy this project at $15 to $20. Now, I'm gonna give you guys an example of how this works, right? I always tell people, I used to do this when I wanted to teach people crypto and how it works in the most simplest terms. I always used to use this example, and I'm going to use it again here to make it as simple as possible for all you guys. I used to tell people that buying crypto is like buying sneakers, like being in the sneaker game, right? Let me tell you guys why, right? Because think about it. You guys know how the sneaker game works, right? If you're buying a rare pair of sneakers, depending on the best thing you want to do is you want to buy it at the lowest price, which is buying it at the store for retail, right? So let's say we all know what Yeezys are, right? So let's say you go and you buy a pair of Yeezys. You're lucky enough to get it at a good price and you're able to pay $200 for a pair of Yeezys. I think they're like $250 retail. But let's say you pay $250 for a retail pair of Yeezys. Now, let me ask you guys a question. Now, for whatever reason, the sneakers are sold out everywhere. So you can't get them nowhere now. So now the demand for the sneaker goes up because the supply of the sneaker is no longer available. They're sold out everywhere. So now the demand goes up. So because the demand goes up, the price for the sneaker goes up, right? Is everybody with me? Does that make sense, right? Put a 1 if this is making sense, right? It's very similar, okay? It's very similar. Now stay with me here. So now a $250 sneaker that I bought, right? Now that sneaker is worth $1,000, let's say, because it happens all the time, right? These sneakers go from paying retail to paying $700, $800, up to $1,000, sometimes even more, depending on the rarity of the sneaker. So think about it. I buy at $250 and now it's worth $1,000. Now, let me ask you guys a question, right? Let's say I buy the sneaker and let's say Cisco's like, yo, Nano, I want the sneakers. I wasn't able to get them retail, but I'm able to pay $1,000 for it. All right, I'm gonna give you $1,000 for it. How much money did I just make on that sale? I bought it for $250, sold it for $1,000. How much money did I just make there? Right? Everybody agree with me? I made $750 off of one pair of sneakers, right? So think about it. Stay with me right here, right? I bought one pair of sneakers, okay? I bought one pair of sneakers, okay? I got them for $250, very easy, and sold for $750. Sorry, sold for $1,000, which means my profit is $750. Now that's for one sneaker. Now, guys, what if I bought 10 pairs at $250? What if I had 10 pairs and I did the exact same flip? How much money did I just make? I just made what? $7,500. So the same way people make money in sneakers, right? Remember, it's not the exact same thing, but it's the idea behind it. Okay. The same way people make money with sneakers is the same way people make money with crypto. Okay. This is just digital. It's not physical. It's not me buying a sneaker and selling a sneaker. Okay. But it's the same concept because the more coins you buy, the more coins you own. All right. The more you have, the more you can sell later for a bigger profit. Okay. So let me give you guys my example. So look at what happened with me. I was lucky enough to get into Solana at around $20. Okay. Now look at what happens, right? I want you guys to stay with me here. All right. Solana today is at $140 for math's sake. Now, this is today. A couple days ago, right? Solana was at $202 a month ago, less than a month ago. So think about this now. Stay with me, please. Stay with me. Don't leave. Look at this, right? Just stay with me right here, okay? Look at this now. So let's do the same example now. Look at what happened with me with Solana. People ask me, why are you so passionate about crypto, so on and so forth, right? So I saw Solana, right? One Solana, I was buying Solana, and it wasn't just me, it was my team, right? We were buying Solana at $20 for math's sake. We were buying Solana for $20 when we were told, remember, access to information, access to education is what changes your situation. If I was at home, stuck with my friends, smoking weed on the block, I would have never had access to this information. But because I paid to get access to information, I found out that, hey, Solana's a great investment. I could get in at $20. Now, remember, then I bought Solana for $20. Now it's selling, right? Now it's selling for what? Let's say $200. Okay. So how much profit am I making per Solana coin that I have now? If I'm buying at 20 and I'm selling at 200, how much in profit am I making? How much profit is that for just one coin? Right? $180. I'm making $180 per coin. Now, remember, I was buying $20. $20 is nothing. So back then, you know what I was doing every week? Every week, my bank account would take $100 out of my bank account and it would go towards Solana. So every week I was buying 5 Solana, 5 Solana, 5 Solana, 5 Solana. Yes, the price will fluctuate and it will go up and down. It even went lower. It went all the way down to $8. So all this time, I'm just accumulating these coins, accumulating. I'm buying as much as I can. I'm literally buying as much as I can. Look, this is what I was doing. This is how I set. I was trading. You know what I was doing? I was trading during this time. All the money I was making every week, I would take out some of that money. And guess what I was doing with that? I was investing it. I was investing it. Look at the chart right here. Let me show you. Right? I was investing it. I was taking that money. These are the charts right here. Let me show you guys this so you guys can see it, right? Let me go back right here. All right, let's do this. Boom. Okay. Let's do this, right? So this is around the time where it was called out. So think about this, right? Let's look at this right here. Okay, so during this time right here, okay, let's just put it from right here. During this time right here, okay, from let's say Tuesday. Oh no, I'm actually wrong. This is too high. This is $80 up here. We're over here. We were buying at 20 over here. This is where we're at. My bad, guys. I'm looking at the wrong one. So think about this. I bought down here. This is where I was buying all the way down here. It was even lower. It was more over here. Yep. It was actually over here. My bad. This is it. It was more over here that we were buying in this area. So think about it. I've been buying Solana since this area over here. So imagine every single time I'm just putting money every day, accumulating as much as I can, as much as I can. And then guess what, guys? Look at what happened. Look at what happened for me. Thank God that I had access to information. I accumulated as much as I could. I bought as much as I could buy, right? And what did I do now? I took advantage of it. Look at how much I was able to take here, guys. Look at all of this, man. Oops, wrong one. Look at this. Wrong position, right? Look at this. Look at how much we was able to gain. Look at all of this. Look at all this profit for us. This was all profit for all of us. My whole team, we had literally no risk. No risk, high reward. Look at all of that. There was no risk down here. We were buying at the lowest possible. Look at that risk to reward right there. We got in and we bought, and depending on how many coins you bought, determine how much you made. So, right, so let's say you know, that's a 10x investment. Think about that. That's a 10x investment right there. You got in at 20, it went up to 200. Think about that. 10x. So if you put $100 turned into $1,000. You put $1,000 turned to $10,000. That was, guys, that was last month. So the people that were buying with me in those days and were listening to me when I was telling them, yo, guys, every week put something into Solana, put something in, they're up to date. They're up to date. Now, who wants to play on this call right now? Who wants to play? Put a 1 in the chat box if you want to play on this call right now. Right? If you want me to give you a solid investment, okay, that is not financial advice, but it's what I've been dollar cost averaging into. This is what I'm investing into right now. Okay, you guys want to play? Well, Nano, where did you get the play from? Can you tell us where you got the play from, Nano? Of course, I'm going to tell you exactly where I got it from, right? I got it from Swipecoin. You know what I like about Swipecoin? Swipecoin gave me this project right here. It's called FIDA, Bond FIDA, right? Bond FIDA, right? Now, if you come here, do your own research. We look up Bond FIDA. They said, yo, invest into this project. It's a project on the Solana blockchain. So funny, Bond came up out of all projects, but I meant Bond FIDA. This is another project that I'm actually invested into, but we're not going to talk about that one right now. So look at this. Right now, let me see. So let's look at this really fast. So they called out Bond FIDA around 38 to 27 cents. This is the best time to buy this coin, between 27 cents and 38 cents. Now let's look at it. Are we in that area, guys? Yes or no? Are we in the investment area for Bond FIDA? Yes, we are. We are. Now, Nano, why is this a good investment? Well, think about this. Let's check the all-time high for Bonfida. The all-time high for Bonfida is $18. $18. Right now, Bonfida is at 29 cents. It's not even at $1 yet. Guys, it don't even have to go to $18 again. It could go to $2. It could go to $3. And I'm talking about a potential. Man, if it goes to $1, that's a 3x. Think about that. So for every dollar, if for every dollar is 3xing, and let's say $18 times 3, that's a potential 50x plus. Imagine you being able to 50x your money. 50x. Nano, what do you mean 50x, bro? Well, you put in a stack, you put in 1,000, you can make 50,000. Like, that's what's possible. This is why people are doing this. Like, what if this is the next play right here? What if this is the one that could change everybody's life right here? What if this is the one that changes all of our lives? And we're watching it right now at less than $1. And next thing you know, something huge is announced. And next thing you know, this coin is taking off and now it's worth $5, $10. Then other people start working on it. Next thing you know, it's worth $20. And guess what, guys? You learned about it before it was 50 cents. And you know what we're doing right now? Everybody's investing into this project. And you know how good of a person we are? We share that with you guys for free. For free. Which means if you hop off this call and you don't even want to work with us, you can just be like, yo, I'm going to buy Bonfida. You can go and get that on right now. You can go get that right now on Coinbase. And listen to me. Believe it or not, you know what I could tell you? You could take that, invest $20 every single day or every single week into that. Just 20 and watch. And just give it 6 or 12 months and watch what happens. Now, let me ask you guys a question. Now that I've showed you guys all of that, how much do you think this information is worth? Would you say it's worth a couple hundred? Would you say it's worth a couple thousands? How much do you think this information is worth? Right? How much do you guys think this information is worth? Right? Somebody said priceless in the chat box. A lifetime, 6 figures. Right? Well, look, guys, right now we actually have a sale. So if you're on this call and you're watching this for the first time, right, you are at the right place at the right time with the right people. What was once a $4.99 payment to learn about crypto and trading, we actually have it on sale today for our April for Abundance package for $275 to get started, one-time payment. Okay, it comes with a $250 a month monthly payment to keep the services running in your business, to continue to have access to the apps, to continue to have access to the live mentorship, the courses, the information, everything. And what you're going to do is you're going to pick 2 academies, crypto and foreign exchange. And then you're going to get the personal development all for free. Very easy, extremely affordable, guys. This is what it costs. You know, like you're like, Nano, I want to learn. I want to know more. I want to have access to this. This is what it costs. $250. If you divide 250 divided by 30 days, that's $8, $9 a day that you're investing to have access to information that can make you a millionaire. Is it worth it? Yes or no? 100%. Nano, what's the catch? What's the catch, Nano? It sounds too good to be true. You know what the catch is? You got to put the work in. That's the catch. This is like a gym membership. Let me ask you guys a question. If I pay for a gym membership, I only go once a week, I don't follow a diet, and I don't hire a trainer, am I going to get results? Yes or no? Probably not. Not probably, 100% no. But what if I pay for my gym membership, I go 5 days a week, I'm following a diet, I got a trainer, I'm going every day, and guess what? I do that for 90 days. Am I going to see results after 90 days? Am I going to feel good? Am I going to be stronger? And am I going to be in a better place? Guys, it's the same thing here. You come in, you put the work in, you'll get the results. You come in, you pay for your membership, you don't show up, you don't watch the sessions, you don't study, you don't make the investments, you don't put in the trades, you don't win. You won't win. And that's the name of the game, guys. And if you don't believe me, if people are actually winning here, I can show you people winning. I can show you people coming in here and taking themselves to next levels and being able to make money in the charts. We have so many people already winning. The person that invited you on this call, they would have been invited you on this call had they not thought that they could see you win. Look, we have a look, last thing I'm gonna show you guys is this. We have a community, right? This is our trader circle, right? You can come in here, look at this, right? We go back, everybody's in here. We're all talking, we're all helping each other. And look, I could go through some of this media over the last couple of weeks, and I can help you find people that have made great profits throughout the time that they've been here, guys. So many people. Look, somebody calm little $80, right? Calm little 80, right? We got people winning in here. Look at this person right here. Yo, just made $335 off of gold, right? Look at this person right here. They just up a couple dollars, nothing crazy, right? Look at this person right here. Just made $47 in profit. We got people making big money that just started. We got people making their $50 a day. Look at this person right here. Profit, $141, right? We got people winning here. Look at this guy. He deposited 500 into the account, and he already had grew it to $800, $314 in profit. We got people winning here, right? And guess what? They're going to take that money and they're going to withdraw, and they're going to do what with it, guys? What are they going to do with that money? They're going to invest. They're going to invest. Look at what it says. Thank you, Swipe Coin. $100 here, about a little probably $70 profit. Guys, this is what we do. We help people win. We help people win. We help people elevate. And look, last thing, if you want to get your membership for free, guess what? We have a 2 and free referral program. You refer 2 people to this. You're like, yo, you want to invest with me? You want to get started with me? You invest, you get 2 people to join. Company waives your membership, and it's all done. All free now. Just for referring 2 people to learn and trade invest with you. What better does it get? Free membership. Now, instead of investing that $250 every month, instead of investing it back into the company to get your education, now you got it for free. And now guess what? You could get that back into crypto and trading. It really can't get any better, right, William? That's what I'm saying. It can't get any better. And if you decide you want to build an international business from it, that's a conversation we'll have when you guys get started. But on top of that, this is what we do here. I'm sorry if I went over a little bit of my time, but I just wanted to give you guys real value here on this call. Whether you guys decide to get started or not, that wasn't my intention for this. I just wanted to share it with you guys so you guys can see what I've done and what so many people within our community have done, and why so many people are talking about this, and why we're so grateful for this, because we really, really, really want to help people win. We have 1,500 people on our team right now. By the time the end of the year is, we want to impact 5,000 people. And we want you to be one of those individuals on this call. All right, guys. So with that being said, get back to the person that invited you. If you have any questions, let them answer all your questions. But if you're someone who's interested, just be like, hey, look, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to start investing. I want to start trading and I want to start investing. How can I start trading and investing? And if you decide, hey, I want to build an international business off of this as well, that's in conversation that we can have once you get started here. But guys, get back to the person that invited you. Invest back into yourself. Remember, put your pockets into your mind, and your mind will fill up your pockets. Remember, the rich don't work for money. Their money works for them. Let this be the year where you teach yourself how to have your money work for you, and allow us within the Digital Dynasty community to help you do that. So on behalf of all of Digital Dynasty, we wrap up the final day of the 3-day masterclass. Thank you guys for all who jumped on. We helped over 600 plus people win and learn more about crypto. And with that being said, guys, welcome to the family. Welcome to all of those who are going to be joining. I will see you guys all at the top, because the bottom is way too crowded. Have a great night and a great weekend. And I'll see you guys on the inside, guys. God bless.